I'm ready whenever you are.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ioan. I usually go by Johnny, so if you guys want to call me by Johnny, that'll be much better. Alright. So my speech is about culture and diversity, and my purpose of this is to show you how to appreciate culture and diversity, and how to see what kind of appreciation you'll gain for travel. And after that, I'll show you what kind of experience travel will give you, and what kind of memories they'll show you. According to SurveyMonkey, 2/3 of people in this room have traveled internationally, and I think that's really interesting because most people will know exactly what I'm talking about and be able to relate to what I'm saying. There's a quote by St. Augustine: "The world is a book, and those who do not travel have read only one page." There are many differences in the world, and by traveling, you'll be able to see what kind of culture and diversity people have everywhere else. The biggest difference between culture and diversity is food, most notably. And the biggest example that everyone probably knows is like Mexican food and American food. You know, there's hamburgers, then there's tacos. There's a huge difference, and it's very apparent. In Europe, for example, there's gyro, which is a Greek sandwich type thing. I don't even know. It's like a wrap. And that's just one example of all the different types of food that there are. There's also, depending on the region you go, there's the bratwurst in Germany, and then there's the English muffin in England. The second most apparent thing in cultural diversity is how people dress. Fashion sense is very different. I think the most apparent thing that I saw when I was in Europe was how men dressed. If someone from Europe were to come, well, most specifically Romania, if a guy from Romania were to come dressed as they were here, most people probably think they were gay. But that's just how they dress. I have a lot of experience being in Romania. That's where most of my family is, so I go there a lot. Women also dress kind of differently, but I don't really know the difference because I don't dress like women. So the next most apparent thing is the people. They really have a different sense of how they interact with everyone else. For example, when you go to someone's house, the hospitality that they serve is much more different than that you would see here. You would expect them to give you something. They would always offer you something to drink, something to eat, and it's very surprising. And over here in America, even though it's around the same, you notice smaller differences. The next big difference is travel appreciation. As you travel, you gain appreciation for traveling, how much it costs, and it really grows upon you. For example, the biggest thing that I saw was how much it costs just for a plane ticket. Just to England, it costs about $1,500 just for a round-trip ticket. And that's not including the next plane to like Germany or Hungary or anything else. The next biggest difference that you'll see is how other people live. In New York and Chicago, most people are accustomed to living in small, cramped places because it's a big city. But in Europe, that's how it is everywhere. It's very rare to see a big house like we do here in the suburbs, especially Arizona, which all suburbs. When someone has the opportunity to go travel internationally, I think someone should take that immediately. Studying abroad is a great opportunity, and you learn a lot of new things, meet new people, and you get to learn what kind of living, how they live, and all that stuff. The next big thing is that traveling will give you experiences that you just won't ever forget. This is a picture of me and my brother in England this summer. This is at a train station. This was around the time of the Olympic Games, so that was kind of big. And then this is a picture in Romania, and I put this up here to show how different it really is from America to Europe, because in Europe, everyone knows that the drinking age is 18, as opposed to America, where it's 21. So of course, me and my brother go out and drink. And that's just one picture of what kind of beer they have. For the biggest thing that you probably won't forget is the monuments. you know, the Eiffel Tower, Leaning Tower of Pisa, all that stuff. You know, it's very good to see all that stuff, take pictures, and have those memories. But another thing that really stuck with me is the nightlife. This is very different compared to America, and I know that in Romania, for example, the clubs are very different. First of all, the fact that we can drink is different, and second of all, the fact of how different people are is really such a big change. And the kind of music they listen to is also a really big change. So if I were to go to a club here, you'd probably listen to a completely different style of music than you would in Europe. They have a more attached sense to like dance or like techno house music. The next thing is that the people you meet in Europe are going to be very like friendly, enticing. Their hospitality is very different, like I said before. So you're going to make some really great friends, and it'll be good to stay in touch with them. And finally, most importantly, I think that traveling will give you a sense for appreciation, and it'll let you see the cultural diversity, and it will also let you have these experiences that you just won't ever forget. Remember, the world is a book, and if you don't read it, the world is a book, and if you don't travel, you only read one page at a time. Thank you.